Under the canopy of the Bodhi tree, the Buddha rested, his gaze serene, reflecting infinite wisdom. Monks gathered around him, eager for enlightenment, their robes swaying with the gentle breeze whispering through the leaves. Buddha turned to the disciples, his voice calm yet piercing. "Tell me, dear ones, how do you perceive reality?" Ananda stepped forward, bowing respectfully. "Master, we see separation everywhere. This tree is apart from us, the stars distant, the rivers winding alone." Buddha smiled softly, his eyes closing momentarily. "Your view captures the surface, but not the essence. Listen carefully, Ananda." He extended his hand, gesturing toward the vast sky. "Envision an infinite net, spreading across existence, capturing every element within its weave." The disciples looked to the sky, their minds stirred by his profound analogy. "In each nexus of the net," Buddha explained, "rests a radiant jewel. These jewels reflect one another endlessly," he continued, "creating an unbroken interplay, a symphony of interconnected brilliance." The monks nodded slightly, struggling to grasp the depth of his words. Ananda asked, "Do you mean all things are tied together, Master?" "Yes," Buddha affirmed. "All phenomena exist in mutual dependence. Nothing stands alone. Separateness is an illusion born of perception." The rustling leaves seemed to echo his teaching, their dance interconnected with the wind. "Think of quantum entanglement," Buddha said softly, "where distant particles remain mysteriously connected beyond space and time." He gestured again, this time toward a stream flowing nearby. "Does the water exist as an individual entity, or does it serve the river's unity?" Ananda replied, "It serves the river, Master. The water and river are one, flowing toward the ocean together." "Precisely," Buddha said, his smile widening. "Likewise, each of you reflects and shapes the whole. Your existence ripples endlessly." The monks exchanged thoughtful glances, their understanding deepening under his guidance. "To see separateness is to misunderstand the nature of life," Buddha continued. "Even your thoughts, your words, your actions," he said, pausing, "are threads in this cosmic fabric, reaching unseen corners." A younger monk hesitantly raised his hand. "But Master, if nothing is truly separate, how do we reconcile individuality?" Buddha turned to the young monk, his expression kind. "Individuality is a reflection, like waves on the ocean. The ocean remains whole." The disciples pondered this, their faces etched with contemplation. Buddha stood, walking slowly to the edge of the gathering. His steps were deliberate, his presence grounding their wandering minds. He gazed at a lone flower sprouting from the earth. He spoke again. "This flower depends on the sun, the rain, the soil, and countless unseen forces. Is it separate?" The monks shook their heads in unison. "No, Master," they answered, their voices harmonious, resonating with new awareness. Buddha picked the flower gently, holding it aloft. "Even this, fragile and fleeting, contains the universe within its form." He placed the flower back, bowing toward it reverently. "Understand this truth: interdependence gives life its depth, its meaning, its beauty." Ananda clasped his hands together. "Master, your teachings illuminate like the sun piercing through clouds. We will carry this truth within." Buddha returned to his seat, his movements a testament to grace and mindfulness. "Remember, wisdom is not static," he said softly. "It is an evolving realization, like a river carving its path through the land, changing everything it touches." The disciples nodded. Buddha closed his eyes, entering a deep meditative state. The monks sat quietly, their breaths synchronizing with the rhythm of nature. The stars above seemed to shine brighter, their interconnected light reflecting the truth shared under the ancient Bodhi tree. Another day, another scene of serenity unfolded as Buddha wandered toward a flowing river, its rippling surface alive with movement. Villagers nearby paused their daily tasks to gather. Drawn by the calming presence of the enlightened one, Buddha's gaze rested on the water's shimmering surface, his mind attuned to the ceaseless flow of existence. "What do you see here?" he asked, his voice carrying the weight of deep introspection. An elder among the villagers answered, "A river, endlessly flowing toward the ocean, its beauty fleeting with each passing moment." Buddha nodded, his hand outstretched toward the river. "This river mirrors life itself," Buddha said, "moving ever forward, never repeating, yet sustaining everything it touches along the way." His words silenced the murmurs among the crowd, evoking the profound beauty hidden within simplicity. A curious young boy stepped forward. "Master, if life moves like this river, how can we hold on to the moments that bring us joy?" Buddha's expression softened, his eyes reflecting a quiet understanding of human yearning. "Joy, like the water," he explained, "is a fleeting expression of the eternal flow. Embrace it, but never clutch it." He knelt, scooping water in his palm, holding it aloft for the crowd to see. "This water," Buddha continued, "is neither lost nor stagnant. It transforms, joins the earth, and finds its way back to the river." The boy observed closely, his eyes filled with wonder as the water trickled back into the stream. "In quantum terms," Buddha elaborated, "energy transforms endlessly, never ceasing, maintaining the cycle of life. So too does joy return." He stood, his movements deliberate, his presence grounding the energy of the gathering. Another villager, a woman with sorrow etched into her face, asked, "Master, if joy is fleeting, then is sorrow also impermanent?" Buddha turned to her, his expression one of deep empathy. "Sorrow flows like the river, changing with time, leaving lessons as footprints in the sands of our hearts," he replied. His voice soothed the ache in her chest, bringing clarity to her struggle. Buddha gestured toward the riverbank, where reeds bent under the weight of the wind. "Observe the reeds. They yield to the currents without breaking, their resilience rooted in acceptance." The woman watched the reeds, understanding their dance with nature. Buddha continued, "To fear impermanence is to resist life's rhythm. Instead, embrace change as the river embraces the wind." The boy's face lit up, his earlier skepticism giving way to newfound excitement. "Master, is this why all beings depend on each other?" Buddha smiled warmly, acknowledging the wisdom within the boy's question. "All existence interweaves within the cosmic tapestry," Buddha answered. "The river supports life, the rain nourishes the river, and both serve the earth." He stepped closer to the boy, resting his hand on the boy's shoulder. "In the dance of impermanence," Buddha said, "find unity, find gratitude, and discover the boundless potential of transformation." The villagers exchanged thoughtful glances, their minds stirring with the depth of his words. The sunlight glinted off the water, illuminating the beauty of the flowing river that now felt alive with meaning. Buddha returned to the center of the crowd, his presence steady and rooted. "To understand impermanence," Buddha declared, "is to embrace the fullness of life, its trials, joys, and transformations woven together intricately." He paused, his voice imbued with quiet intensity. "In this understanding lies freedom. The freedom to dance with the rhythm rather than resist its flow," he concluded. The river murmured, a gentle applause for the profound wisdom shared upon its banks. As twilight descended, the villagers dispersed, their hearts lighter and their minds clearer. The boy lingered, his eyes still fixed on the river. He whispered to himself, "I'll embrace life as it flows." "Master, like the river." Buddha gazed at the horizon, his presence a radiant symbol of enduring truth. Another day, another lesson etched into the currents of existence. Another day, another night beneath the stars. Buddha gathered his disciples around a fire, their faces illuminated by its warm glow. The night was serene, the gentle sounds of nature surrounding the gathering, creating a sacred atmosphere. Buddha's gaze turned upward, resting on the endless expanse of the starlit sky, his mind filled with profound understanding. "Look at the stars," he said, his voice calm. "What do they reveal to you about existence?" Ananda replied thoughtfully, "Master, the stars seem infinite, silent witnesses to the unfolding mysteries of life and the universe." Buddha nodded, his expression gentle. "The stars speak of the void," Buddha explained, "a realm without form yet filled with infinite potential." His words lingered, their meaning vast. The disciples leaned forward, captivated by his insight. "What do you perceive within the void?" Buddha continued, his gaze steady and piercing. A disciple replied hesitantly, "Nothingness, Master, an absence of all things." Buddha shook his head slightly, his eyes reflecting deep wisdom. "The void is not emptiness, but boundless possibility, the fertile ground from which all arises." He traced a circle in the sand with his finger, creating a symbol of infinite space. "This circle," Buddha said, "represents the quantum vacuum, a field teeming with energy, where creation springs forth seemingly from emptiness." The fire crackled softly, punctuating his words with an unseen rhythm. Another disciple asked, "Master, if the void is filled with potential, how can we access its infinite possibilities?" Buddha smiled softly, his countenance serene. "Through understanding and mindfulness. Dear one, embrace the truth that emptiness is not absence," Buddha elaborated, "but the silent pulse of creativity resonating within every moment." His words carved pathways in the minds of his listeners, guiding them toward deeper comprehension. Buddha gestured toward the fire, the flames dancing unpredictably yet harmoniously. "Look here," he said. "This fire emerges from fuel, air, and spark, yet the potential existed before it blazed. This reflects the nature of the void," he continued, "pregnant with creation, waiting for conditions to unfold." His explanation resonated, grounding abstract ideas into tangible examples. A young monk leaned closer, his curiosity burning like the flames before him. "Master, does this mean we also arise from this fertile emptiness?" Buddha's smile widened. "Yes," he affirmed. "Each of you is a manifestation of infinite potential, interwoven with the void and its boundless energy." The monk's heart swelled with wonder, his understanding blossoming in newfound light. Buddha turned to the disciples again, his voice steady. "Remember, the void is not separate from you. It is the origin and reflection of your being." He paused, letting his words sink deep into their consciousness. Another disciple asked, "Master, how can we live with awareness of this truth within our daily lives?" Buddha gazed at the fire again, his response deliberate. "Live mindfully," Buddha replied, "seeing beyond the surface, embracing the interconnectedness of all things born from this infinite potential." The disciples sat in silence, their thoughts expanding like ripples in still water. The night deepened, the fire's glow diminishing yet unwavering. Buddha's teachings lingered, woven into the tapestry of their hearts. "Emptiness is not to be feared," he concluded. "It is the gateway to understanding, to wisdom, to the unending dance of existence manifesting moment by moment." The disciples bowed reverently, their spirits lifted. Another day, another night, another truth realized under the stars, reflecting the timeless connection between wisdom and the infinite cosmos. Thank you for watching. Buddha's teachings are always with you. Subscribe to our channel and we will see you in the next video.